In the warm, glowing heart of Summerwood Meadow lived a cheerful grasshopper named Gio. Gio loved sunshine, fresh breezes, and most of all music. Every morning he would sit on a tall blade of grass and play his tiny violin, filling the meadow with happy melodies. While Gio danced and played, the hardworking Aunt Amy marched steadily nearby. Amy belonged to a big ant colony, and during summer all the ants worked tirelessly. They gathered food, dried grains, stored seeds, and prepared their underground home for the cold winter that would arrive soon. "Good morning, Amy," Gio chirped one sunny day, leaping down beside her. "Isn't it a beautiful day? Perfect for singing." Amy smiled politely but didn't slow down. Her back carried a large grain almost twice her size. "Good morning, Gio. It is beautiful, but winter is coming. I must store enough food for my family." Gio laughed lightly and played a cheerful tune. "Winter, oh, that's far, far away. Why worry now when the sun is warm and the meadow is full of food?" Amy kept walking, because Gio, when winter comes, the sun won't be warm and the meadow won't be full. If you don't work now, you'll have nothing later. But Gio simply shrugged. "I'll think about winter later. Today I want to enjoy life." Day after day, the same scene repeated, while the ants marched in lines carrying seeds, nuts and crumbs. Gio played music, danced in the grass, and napped in the shade of flowers. Butterflies fluttered around to listen to him. Crickets joined his songs. Even the birds chirped along. But Amy never forgot her work. She respected Gio's talent, but she also worried. One night, when the sun dipped low and the air cooled, she gently said to Gio, "You should start gathering food. Winter isn't just a story, it's real." But Gio only waved his violin. "I'll be fine. I can always find something." Summer slowly began to change. The days became shorter. The breeze carried a slight chill. Leaves turned golden and started to fall. Amy and her colony worked faster than ever. Gio kept playing, although sometimes, while plucking a note, he noticed the wind was colder and the insects fewer. Still, he ignored the signs. One morning, Gio stepped outside and found frost glittering on the grass. His violin felt cold. His legs shivered. "That's strange," he murmured. He tried to play, but the strings felt stiff. The flowers he used to rest under were gone. The meadow was quiet, painfully quiet. No butterflies, no bees, no crickets. Gio's stomach growled. He hadn't eaten since last night, but now the meadow had no food. The seeds had disappeared, the fruits had fallen and rotted, and the grass was too dry to nibble. For the first time, fear touched Gio's heart. "What will I do now?" he whispered. He hopped around the meadow searching for food, but there was nothing. The cold wind stung his eyes. The once lively meadow was now a silent, frozen place. Shivering and weak, Gio slowly made his way to Amy's ant hill. Inside, the ants were warm, safe, and happily eating the food they had stored. Amy saw Gio at the entrance, cold, hungry, and trembling. "Gio, what happened?" she asked gently. Gio lowered his head. Amy, you were right. Winter is here, and I didn't prepare. I have no food, no shelter. I don't know what to do. Amy looked at him kindly, but with concern. Oh, Jill, I warned you because I cared. I know, Gio said softly, and I didn't listen. I thought there would always be time. I was foolish. Amy thought for a moment, then said, "Come inside. You can stay with us until winter passes." Gio's eyes widened. "Really? Even after I ignored your advice?" Amy nodded. Kindness is never wasted. The other ants welcomed Gio and made a tiny space for him. They gave him warm food, water, and even let him play soft music for them, which brightened their underground home. As days passed, Gio often watched the ants work inside the tunnels, repairing walls, sorting food, and taking care of younger ants. He realized how wise they were and how much responsibility they carried. One evening, Gio spoke to Amy. "When spring comes, I want to change. I want to work, gather food, and help you all. I don't want to be lazy anymore." Amy smiled warmly. "And when summer returns, you can still play your music, but balance is the key. Work when you must, play when you can." Gio nodded. "I understand now." Winter slowly passed. The winds softened, snow melted, and shoots of green appeared. Spring had returned. Gio kept his promise. He helped gather food, repaired leaves at the anthill entrance, and learned how to find seeds deep in the grass. The ants were surprised but happy to see him working. Yet he never stopped playing music. In the evenings, after the day's work, Gio would sit on a rock and play melodies that filled the meadow with hope. All the animals gathered to listen, even the ants. Gio had become wiser. He still enjoyed life, but he no longer wasted time. Amy was proud of her friend, and everyone in Summerwood Meadow remembered the lesson. Work when it is time to work, and play when it is time to play. And as for Gio, every song he played carried the warmth of a summer he would never take for granted again.